Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Healing Heart Moment. I'm your host, Dr. Susanna Clark. As we find ourselves sheltering in place, being mindful of the plague we are protecting ourselves and each other from, let's pause for a moment and reflect on the quality of life, your own as well as those around you. We are in a space where the objects of our appreciation is with you or with us 24/7. We've been forced out of our busy schedules and into moments of reflection. Now, more than any other time in our lives, we are alone with our thoughts. And as we spend these precious moments together, let's look at our children through a different set of lens. When all of the schoolwork and homework and housework and other in-home activities and responsibilities are done, find a quiet space and sit for a minute and take inventory of your children. What are we teaching them? What are they learning by watching us? To help in this time of reflection, I'd like to share a poem written by my colleague, Dr. Dorothy Law Nolte, a child psychologist. And in this poem, she helps you understand that children learn what they live. And also in my book, Little Black Book on Love and Relationships, I expand on the spirit of the poem to include its progression, that our children eventually become adults who live what they've learned. And so as the poem starts out, it says, if children live with criticism, they learn to condemn. Well, the child who learns to condemn becomes an adult who will judge others harshly and show no mercy. If our children live with hostility, they learn to fight. The child who learns to fight with feelings of hostility becomes an adult who abuses others. If children live with fear, they learn to be apprehensive. The child who lives with apprehension becomes an adult who is afraid to make decisions. If children live with pity, they learn to feel sorry for themselves. And the child who learns to feel sorry for themselves becomes an adult who is afraid to enjoy life. If children live with ridicule, they learn to feel shy. And the child who learns to feel shy becomes an adult with no confidence. If children live with jealousy, they learn to feel envy. And the child who learns to feel envy becomes an adult who will sabotage the lives of others. And if children live with shame, they learn to feel unhealthy guilt. And the child who learns to feel unhealthy guilt becomes an adult who enables dysfunction and becomes codependent. But there is another side, because God in His mercy always provides ways of redemption. Because on the flip side of things, if children live with encouragement, they learn confidence. And the child who learns confidence becomes an adult who leads with conviction. If children live with tolerance, they learn patience. And the child who learns patience becomes an adult peacemaker. If children live with praise, they learn appreciation. And the child who learns to appreciate becomes an adult who inspires greatness in others. If children live with acceptance, they learn to love. And the child who learns to love becomes an adult who shares the light of God. If children live with approval, they learn to like themselves. And the child who learns to like themselves becomes an adult who values others. If children live with recognition, they learn it is good to have a goal. And the child who learns to have a goal in life becomes an adult who will find their purpose. If children live with sharing, they learn generosity. And the child who learns generosity becomes an adult who gives without expecting anything in return. If children live with honesty, they learn truthfulness. And the child who learns truthfulness becomes an adult who lives without fear. If children live with fairness, they learn justice. The child who learns to be fair becomes the adult who promotes peace. If children live with kindness and consideration, they learn respect. And the child who learns respect becomes an adult who understands that every life has value. If children live with security, they learn to have faith in themselves and in those around them. And the child who learns to have faith in themselves and others becomes an adult who understands the power of prayer. And if children live with friendliness, they learn that the world can be a really nice place to live. And the child who learns that the world is a nice place to live becomes the adult who inspires hope in others. So, what are we teaching our children? What have we been taught? Our children learn what they live, and the adult lives what they've learned. With the real blessing and the redemption and the wisdom in all of this is that we do the best to become the change we want to see. This has been another Healing Heart Moment.